Welcome back. I wanted to do a special video outside today because it's nice and pretty outside for once. Hopefully it stays that way for a while. My channel is called Reading Rainbow Hair because of my rainbow hair, and it's getting a little faded, so I'm going to re-dye it today, and I wanted to introduce you to the reason that I have rainbow hair. Hello. This is my friend Jen, and we met...
Is it 6 years now?
Yeah, 6 years ago.
Coming on 6 years.
Yeah, 6 years ago at Houston's Comicpalooza comic convention, and we both had cool t-shirts on, and we recognized our mutual awesomeness.
That's right. We literally walked down the hall, said, "I love your shirt. I love your shirt." Followed each other on Twitter.
Yeah, and here it is.
Look at this.
Yay! So whenever someone asks me, "Oh my gosh, I love your hair. How do you do it?" I say, I have a friend who does her hair, and we get together and she just does my hair for me.
Yes, so. Usually this is a full rainbow, but for ease, it's one color.
So I guess when people ask me in the future, how do you do your hair and get it all the different colors, I can just point them to this video and they can see for themselves. Did you want to go over some of the supplies that we use? So if you would like to do this at home, you are welcome to, because all of this stuff is pretty cheap as far as hair supplies go, and we do it in the comfort of a backyard or a home instead of going to a salon and spending all day.
And you can't wear these clothes?
Yes, no. I'm gonna go change in a minute. Usually I have to borrow clothes from Jen or her husband, but today I brought my own because we've been doing this for a year or so, and I've learned.
So you can use any kind of dye, but these are some of the ones that we've used. Jerome Russell. This you have to buy at a beautician store. It's called Rusk. And Splat is easy to find at almost every Walgreens.
Yeah, Splat is at Walgreens, CVS.
Some grocery stores might even have Splat. It comes in a box. It usually has 1 tube of color and 1 tube of bleaching element, which if you have light hair, you don't have to bleach it. It just soaks it in more if you bleach it.
Sometimes, like we bleached the last time we did mine, so I think this time we're just going to redo the colors on top of each other. So we're not going to re-bleach it today because we don't have any bleach.
And beware of the bleach. It really can sting and burn, especially if you're sensitive to it, so just test a small area if you do it that way.
And mine, like different people's hair reacts differently to the dye. Some people, it washes out right away. I have pretty healthy hair. I don't do much to it, and it's really porous. So it just soaks it in. The last time we did my hair was in like the end of March or the beginning of April, and it's now the last weekend of August. So it's kind of
also a trick to leave it in for a really, really long time. The boxes say to leave it in for 15 minutes to half hour, and we leave it on for hours and hours and hours.
We watch TV.
I even sleep in it overnight, and that's part of what keeps it holding. But we use dyes that are very natural, so they will not hurt your head or your hair if you keep them on for
because we've been doing this since April of last year, of 2013. And bleaching it every so often, and my hair hasn't gotten worse. Like it hasn't gotten brittle, it hasn't gotten dry or fallen out, or it stays really healthy and really nice.
Exactly.
So the natural dyes.
So do not leave other hair colors in a really long time. I didn't say that.
No, just the good stuff.
Just these.
Yeah, Jerome Russell, you can buy them off Amazon if you want.
They come
a
in
wider
50 shades.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch.
50 shades of oranges, yellows, greens,
blues, purples, everything. The punky ones are the ones we use the most, right? And you can buy them on Amazon, and you can also get them at just like Sally Beauty.
Ulta carries about 10 colors, but only purples usually and blues.
So if you want a wider array, you can find them online for a pretty good price. And then if you have a friend who is a hairdresser or who has a cosmetics license, then they get those special deals from the official cosmetic places.
Yeah, and these are less expensive and they hold a little bit better, but
really the Splat one works really well. The red on the back of mine was Splat last time that I just ran to the drugstore and got. So that worked really well. Okay, so I'm gonna go change, and then we're gonna get started, and we'll try to narrate everything as we go through. So if you are following at home, you can do it as well.
Yes.
Right. BRB. So we're back. I'm in cat fur covered messy clothes, and Jen's gonna go over some of the things you should know.
If you do one thing that we say on this video, make it be wearing gloves. Some of the colors stain your skin worse than others. Splat stains very quickly and for a very long time, and so even if you think it might look cool for a day or two, you probably are going to get sick of having colored hands. So
I'll get like Smurf glue hands.
Yeah, and you may still, even just by having your hair colored, the first few times you wet it and style it, the color will still be bleeding off, but we'll get to that.
Put a t-shirt on your pillowcase.
Splat comes with gloves. Most of the other colors do not come with gloves, but you can buy these at the dollar store. You can buy them probably even grocery stores.
Yeah.
A bag for $1 or so.
And if you have a latex allergy, they have latex-free ones.
Yes.
And you can get plastic ones, whatever you're comfortable with. I don't like my hands to smell like rubber, so I'm really picky about gloves that I'll put on.
Yeah, so what non-latex ones do they sell? Do they?
I don't know, but I have a friend who's a nurse who has a latex allergy, so I know they exist.
Okay.
I only do my hair here, so I only use the gloves you use, and I don't usually put the gloves on because I make you do all the hard work.
That's right. Aluminum foil. I was lucky enough to find some already pre-cut into squares, so that's what we use to separate the different colors. But you can just use regular old Reynolds wrap aluminum foil as well. We use some clips, especially if you have really thick hair like hers. If you're only doing a certain section, or if you want sections different colors, and you can use any kind of hair slip. That's a clip that we use just to section it off, keep it separate. You may want more than you think you'll use because it's harder to find them later. Some combs, all regular stuff you can find at home. And this is something you would buy at the beauty supply store, or when you order your stuff, if you order on Amazon or something, you know, they also sell brushes.
People also order these things.
They should be about $1, so don't pay more than that because you won't need anything fancier than that.
One time we started out really thin here, and then like as we went around, you could see it in some of the older videos when you see me from behind, it got wider as it went, and then we layered the rainbow like this. What brush did you just, I think we just used a real paintbrush.
Right.
To do the really fine
paintbrush,
stuff.
Tiny pointed.
So if you want really detailed stuff like that, you could just commandeer something else that you've already
One
got.
of the most important things though is you can't do this if you're not a trained professional and be expecting it exact outcome, because you can't predict exactly how your hair is going to take the color, how it's going to bleed. So yes, use a paintbrush if you want fine detail, but be accepting of the fact that it may not look anything like what you think it's going to look like, and it may just and you could do the same exact technique with the same product on 4 heads and it'll look different on everyone's head, because
or the same time every time you do it, and it's going to look different on yourself. Luckily, I don't care. I'm like, oh, it's bright colors. Let's go. Let's do everything different every time. Exactly. So we do a lot of experimenting when we do ours. Right. And you, like, you'll just touch things up, and you're just like, here, just do this, do that.
Yes.
So it's a lot of fun. I always forget every time. Clean hair or slightly dirty hair?
So it's better to wash your hair the night before.
Did I wash my hair last night?
And then let it dry naturally, is what they say. I
that's what I do.
I don't really know why, but that's what they say. So you don't want it super dirty. You don't want to like ride your bike or something right before you do this and get sweaty and have all those oils.
You don't want too much grease,
but you just want like
and not too much product left over. Okay.
Yeah, definitely don't do the thing where you wash your hair, then style it with a bunch of products, and then try to color it, because the products will block the color from soaking in.
Okay. Yeah. You want your hair naked.
Yeah.
You ready to get started?
All right.
We're gonna redo just basically almost exactly what we had before. Like, I'm cool with just leaving this like what it looks like now, and then just doing the blue green back, and then since we don't have any red, do like the pink or whatever purple color.
Do you want to do just the tips, or do you want me to go up high again? Like whatever we put down here is going to probably take really well.
Yeah.
Whereas I could put the same thing up here, and it may look bright for a couple weeks,
days,
but then it will.
Okay. Yeah. And actually, you're right. I think we should do a little higher.
Yeah. Especially if you're going to end up trimming it or something, you'll lose all your color.
That's true. Yeah, so you want to start like here?
Yeah.
So last time we did it, we were mimicking the my picture, my Reading Rainbow Hair drawing that Ben Hadke made for me. So this will be sort of like that. There's someone doing their lawn, so we've got the mic on. Hopefully that's enough to drown out ambient noise. Okay.
So I'm going to start by trying to separate part that we're working on, knowing that it might bleed in a little.
And you said you can put, what kind of oil? You said
so I use coconut oil, but you could use Vaseline, any kind of real pure oil will work for it. You just would put it on the scalp right here where you don't want the color to go. It's not a guarantee, but it is kind of a defense against the color setting. Same idea of us cleaning our hair before, but not having it too oily. I was saying if you have it too oily, it won't take.
Okay.
So you can use that in your favor as well.
So we're gonna start with this, what color?
Sorry.
Purpley.
We've got one that's called purple, but it has, when it's on her hair, it'll have a look that's more of a pinky purple.
If you're going for something like exact, have the picture out ready to the person who's helping you, or you can look at it quickly to reference it.
And it's a lot more, what is the word? Not difficult, but you know, when you are referencing a picture, you're gonna have to practice a little bit before you can get it exactly the way you want it.
Yeah.
You might have a few bad hair colors before it's exact.
Yeah, but that's the fun. Like, I like the experimenting. Also, my scalp will be a couple different colors for a while as the color comes out, which is not a big deal.
And you can, if it does bother you, rub your scalp with like a wet washcloth and it'll come off the heat.
Yeah.
Then have the rest of the losing rub the good color more quickly as well.
Mm-hmm. And I'd rather have the color stay for a while than have my scalp be a weird color. It's also why you do it on a weekend, and then usually by Monday morning.
Yeah.
It's cool. So we did the first color, and now we have that wrapped. So we wrap each color separately, right?
Yes, and I'm not as particular now that the colors bleed into each other more, but Steve used to have her hair where the colors didn't bleed into each other, and then you had to really keep the colors separate.
Yeah.
On any layover or crossover layover for your flight.
Yeah. My flight's okay.
That's right.
And then in the end, it almost doesn't matter because my hair is curly and all the different strands curl together. They don't care what color they are.
And it'll always look different every day.
Every day, yeah. Which I think that's what blows most people's minds. But I'm just like, well, we just do chunks of it because they'll see like purple with the blue and they're both two separate colors, like strands of hair that are different colors. I'm like, well, yeah, that's because when I, scrunched my hair that morning, those strands
You could do it on
together.
purpose too, where you choose that you want it more yellow that day or more red that day, so you can flip different sections up, and it's kind of fun too. All right, I'm gonna have to take a break and rinse the darker colors off before I go into lighter colors.
All right, did we do the blue already?
Yes, it was. It's all kind of, see it right here a little bit. It's all kind of bleeding.
We should tell the story of our trials with the blue last time.
So,
It started with the bleach though. Last time we wanted to get really close to my scalp and the roots of my hair here. So we bleached everything because we wanted it to be nice and bright. And it started with the bleach. Like the bleach worked everywhere except for like kind of one area, like right here. But we were like, that's okay, we'll just go. Then we put all the colors in. We sat around, watched a couple episodes of Penny Dreadful. But you should go watch it if you like scary literary references.
They're adding more literary characters
I
this season.
can't wait. I've only seen like 5 episodes of the show and I love it so much. So we put them all in, we sat around, watched a couple episodes of the TV show, and then we took it out, I washed my hair, I did everything, and all the colors look great, but where we put the blue in, it wasn't even bleached. It was just my normal brown. It was bizarre. So I got to stay a couple more hours and hang out. It was a great excuse.
And we had to redo.
My hair did it on purpose, so we had to redo the blue.
We weren't complaining or anything, but if you did have a time frame, it would really be.
Yeah. So I mean, that's something you just have to keep in mind. Like sometimes parts of your hair are gonna want to take the color, parts of it aren't.
And you'd be surprised, like you would just think that yellow wouldn't take because it's lighter, but for some reason we've never had trouble with yellow.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have to have fun with it and not take it too seriously.
Exactly. I feel like if you're taking things too seriously, you're probably not
gonna
color your hair at home and in your friend's backyard on a Saturday. So if so, then you'll be fine. But once we redid the blue, it stayed pretty well.
Yes.
And the nice thing about these dyes too is they don't smell bad.
No.
Because they're natural. They kind of have just a grape flavor. Grape flavor. Don't eat them.
Yeah.
Grape scent. Grape scent.
That's how you know that they aren't harming your hair very much either.
Yeah, your nose doesn't burn when you put them in.
And your hair doesn't like tickle or
anything.
Alright, last color.
Last color. See, it's pretty fast too, well, the application part.
Especially because we're only doing a part of her hair. If you do your whole hair, it's a little more complicated.
Yeah. But it's called llama.
I know, isn't that cute?
This orange is called llama.
So you want to keep it covered so that it stays moist as long as you can stand it. So we're going to use a shower cap and just kind of scrunch it up, but we have used sandwich bags before.
We have, and we've gone out in public while wearing sandwich bags, yeah.
Because why not?
Yeah, we like picked up Simone from school, and we took Ray to the dentist.
We went to the comic book store. And we were not the weirdest people there.
No,
so
I mean, I don't think we were the weirdest people at the dentist.
No way. Now we wait.
Now we wait. All right, we'll be back in a couple hours. Okay, so you guys are very bright. You've noticed that this is not Jenn's backyard because we got too busy hanging out and decided that I would wait until I got home tonight to wash my hair out. So you get this video without the lovely Jenn. Leaving the dye in for so long hopefully will make it a lot brighter and make it last a little longer because it's had time to really soak into my hair. So if you'll excuse me for one more minute, I'm gonna go wash my hair out and dry it, and then I'll be back and I'll show you how it looks. See you in a second. All right, so this is it. I, as always, was way too impatient to dry my hair all the way, so it's not completely dry, especially on the top. But it doesn't matter because this is the color. It turned out awesome, as we imagined. I have nice blue and purple forehead. So the trick with rinsing it out is you make sure that all of the water that's coming out of your hair is completely clear. The blue always, for me, takes the longest. It's the last one that I see in the water, so you have to keep rinsing until the water is nice and clean and clear. It turned out really well. I really like it. I kind of wish there was a little more yellow, but it's good. And then the way my hair falls, it's always going to be a little different every day. If I twist it back, we get some more the pinks and the purple more visible. And then I have a confession. The only time I ever see the yellow and the orange is when I'm watching these videos of myself, because then I'm sitting like this and I can kind of see them out of the corner of my eye, which is sad because I really like them. The first time I started dyeing my hair, I was going and doing school visits at one of the area, like intermediate middle schools, and when I'd finished, the kids all kind of file out by me, and sometimes some of them will stop and chat or say something, ask me a question, and a 4th grade age boy walked up, and I could tell from the look in his eye that he was going to say something that, you know, if you've ever hung out with 4th grade boys, then you know that they can get this look in their eye, and girls too, obviously, when they're going to start some crap with you. And they want to say something that'll, like, freak you out or make you upset, or I don't know. But he walks up and he says, "It looks like a unicorn threw up on you." Like he expected me to be upset about this or offended or annoyed. I don't know. But he was very nonplussed and a little confused when my reaction was like, I would be honored if a unicorn threw up on me. Because that means that a unicorn was hanging out with me. And all of the girls and other boys around him were just like, oh. So that is my first story of when I had my hair dyed. And one of the best responses to it ever. So I like to think that a unicorn threw up in my head. This was roughly, we finished around 2. It was about 7 hours, 6 or 7 hours of letting my hair stay like this. So if you just leave it in for 30 minutes, that it might not be this rich and this epically awesome. So that's it. That is how I dye my hair. Well, that's how Jenn dyes my hair. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, put them in the link below. I'm not an expert, so I'll relay those questions to Jenn and she can answer them to the best of her ability. She's just been doing this to herself for a while, and I really like the way that she does it for me, but she doesn't get paid to do this. She's not professionally trained or anything, so take our advice with that in mind. But number one, whenever you're dyeing your own hair, make sure you wear gloves. make sure you wear gloves. If you don't want to show up with blue hands and make Arrested Development jokes, then you should definitely wear gloves every time. That's it for me. It's about 9:30, 9:40, so I'm gonna go read until I go to bed, and I'll see you next time. Make sure you do all those nice things that you can do on YouTube. Like this video if you like rainbow hair. Like I said, comment below, subscribe, share this with other people. If you have someone you want to dye your hair for you, send it to them. Good night.